Well, let's wake them up. What do you think? Turn the gas on. Integral part of the operation right there. 1950 Farmall C. It does anything I ask of it, basically. So yeah, new battery. I'd already been here and tried to start this one, and the battery was pretty much toast, so we got a new battery on it. And well, that was the first start in, well, all winter, so there you go. That was easy. Up next, that thing. That ought to be a good time. This is probably the sprayer. John Deere Blue here is probably going to come into play before the C will, but it's got to have the C running so I can get John Deere Blue out of here. I went by today and actually looked at one of these that's parked in weeds, and it's got almost a brand new spray tank on it. So, or at least was, it's a whole lot better shape than the one that's on this thing. So I got to talk to the owner about that and see what they would think about it. But anyway, we have that option as something to do, as well as the aluminum tank back there. But we'll see how this all works out. We're going to be trying some liquid fertilizer out of this thing. Nothing too dramatic, but you know, liquid fertilizer, 2,4-D and Roundup. So Gonna need it a whole bunch this year probably, or at least some anyway. Let's see what else we got that we can start. I guess we can start this thing. It might prove to be a little more difficult than the others. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. Of course, since I'm actually filming starting the thing, it probably won't ever start again, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Let's see, I think that's right. Lever here. Well, okay, I guess nothing wants to be difficult today. Okay, so next up on the list is the roller pump for that John Deere sprayer over there. First I guess I need a screwdriver. Didn't realize I put it together that well. So I didn't put any antifreeze in this thing, I just put it in the basement. It's good enough so it wouldn't freeze. It's kind of free, kind of not, so we're gonna have to see what we got here, if it's any good or not. Hopefully it's still good, because, well, I don't want to buy a new one. Do you want to buy a new one? Well, okay then. Let's put it together too good at all costs. Okay. Guess that must be the original end there. Anyways, so I'm gonna pop these out and see what it looks like in there. Okay, so this thing will not come apart unless I take this gear off, which is going to require a puller, or well, not a gear even, dang it, pulley off, which is going to require a puller and some other stuff that I don't have. So I think what I'm going to do is wish I could get this stuff in 5-gallon buckets. Anyway. Not real sure where all this liquid came from either, because I emptied this thing out, but apparently not enough. But yes, I wish you could get this Kroil stuff in 5-gallon buckets. It works wonders on things. Maybe not this, but things. And aside from that, we'll probably do a dry run on this thing with just enough water in it to make sure it's going to work before we go filling it up with the 200-gallon load and chemical and all that good stuff. I think that these pumps are only like 90 or 100 bucks, depending on where you go get them, so not really a huge deal. Anyway, I guess next up, let's go figure out how to mount the thing, because it's a little bit hokey. It's a little bit hokey. Just a little bit, not a lot. So, okay, all right, I remember now, I think, how it goes. I think I remember how it goes. I think it goes just like this right here. Up through. I think I know how it goes. I may not. It's been several months since I took it off. But I'm sure we can figure it out, right? Let's see. That bolt there. Where's that leave my other bolt at? Way up there. Maybe it goes like that instead. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it might go like that, huh? there's the bolts. Well, anyway, something like that there. Now, of course, I got a whole stack of washers on each of these bolts that I have to figure out how they shim in here. They fit to make it shim out right to where the belt winds up and won't jump off, and so on and so forth. So anyway, another time-consuming thing. Okay, so there we have it. It's pretty close proximity to this elbow back here, but anyway, I think that's where it was. I'm gonna put the thing in here if I can get up off the ground anyway and see. That's a gear. Make sure my belt looks true. Looks true enough for the purpose anyway. From that side, I try to keep the engine speed down on this critter just for facts. It's better that way. I mean, we're only going like 4 miles an hour. That's pretty much it, but yeah. So, yeah, 4 miles an hour when we're spraying with it. So I try and keep it to a gear where it'll do that without being at high RPM or real high RPM. Which doesn't take much because, well, it goes pretty fast, really. Not really, but, you know, it goes fast enough. So, I guess that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back later with something else. Probably going back to the D9 this coming weekend. It's the 31st of March today. And hopefully we'll get that thing wrapped up because next week, the weather's supposed to be beautiful, so we'll see how that works out between now and then. Thanks for watching again.